What's up guys, Bob Buskirk here at ThinkComputers, and today we're taking a look at a pretty cool case from Raidmax. It's their Cobra, and as you can see it offers a pretty aggressive design. It is sort of a mid-range case, comes in at right around $75. It has USB 3.0 support and so much more, so let's just go ahead and check it out. Starting at the front of the case, you have three 5¼ inch bays, and they have the easy release locks on them, so when you're installing your system, it's just really easy to take the front bezels off here. You have all your front panel connections right here. You have power button, reset button, a single USB 2.0 port, USB 3.0 port, and your headphone and microphone. Down below here is a pretty, like I said, pretty aggressive look. Sort of looks like a transformer head. That's basically the only way I can really describe it. Behind there, you will find a 120mm green LED fan. It's gonna look really cool. This is all gonna, the green LED is gonna come through here and look really, really awesome. The top of the case is pretty plain. Now you will find a section where you can install some fans. You can either install two 120 or 140mm fans or a single 180mm fan. The side panels on the case are actually pretty cool. Again, they're a little bit more of an aggressive design here. So you have this part right here that extrudes from the case, and you do have a side panel window. While it's not the largest window that we've seen, it does have this pretty cool honeycomb design, which is actually on the window. So it's gonna give that really cool look when looking into your actual system. On the back of the case, you're gonna find the second and last fan that is on this case, and it's a 120mm exhaust fan. Right below that, you have two large water cooling holes, and they do have the rubber inserts. Of course, you're gonna have your expansion slots, some ventilation right here on the side, and your power supply is gonna be mounted on the bottom of the case. Each side panel has these handles here, which can be pulled in, when you're traveling or when you don't want them out, and they can be taken out here. And they're gonna allow you to easily open each side panel. So you undo the thumb screws, and you just pull the panel right off. Once inside, you can see the thing that really stands out about this case is the motherboard tray. It is painted neon green, which not only looks cool, it's gonna make your hardware look cool as well. Once you have your hardware installed, it's really gonna pop and stand out. Of course, with that motherboard tray, you do have your cutouts for cable routing. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. While they don't have the rubber inserts, they do have rounded edges. So, when you're installing right here, it's all rounded, so you're not gonna cut yourself and you're not gonna cut or strip your cables. Starting at the front of the case, you have your three 5¼ inch bays, and they do use a simple tool system, which should work pretty well, but of course, we're gonna see that in our installation. Moving down, you have two hard drive cages. The top cage supports 4 hard drives, and the bottom supports 3. Now, what's cool about the top cage is this little end panel right here can actually be moved out. So right now, it's set to support 2.5-inch hard drives, but if you want, you can go ahead and move it out and it will support 3.5-inch hard drives. On the bottom of the case, you can install another 120mm fan, and of course, for your power supply, you have 4 rubber feet that lift the power supply off the bottom of the case. Of course, you have your expansion slots, and they use a simple screw design that we've seen for years. And you do have your 120mm exhaust fan. This exhaust fan does use a Molex or 3-pin, whichever one you want to do. So if you want to connect it directly to your motherboard, or if you have a fan controller or something like that, it gives you the option. Also, there is a very large CPU cutout. So if you already have your system installed in here and you get a new CPU cooler, you should easily be able to take the CPU cooler out without having to remove your motherboard from the case. Taking a look here at the back side of the case, we can see how everything is really laid out. And one thing that I really took note of was that on this motherboard tray, this whole panel right here on the side is completely rounded off. So, if you're moving your cables from the front, you're not gonna get them caught on here and they won't rip. And of course, you're not gonna cut yourself while you're doing your installation. There is quite a lot of room behind the motherboard tray. We measured it out. Right here is 0.9 inches, so that's more than enough room to route all of your cables. And that's basically it, guys, for the Raidmax Cobra. Remember, if you have any questions about this product, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. And remember, if you like our videos, why don't you subscribe? Catch you guys later.